Hey guys, first video. So, what I want to talk about today is I saw a couple of posts on the forum about how to build your network. And because, it's Teen Business Forum, many of you guys are, still teens. And so I know it's pretty tough for you guys to network. And you can't do it like, people who are over 18 do. And even people who are in college, right? Because they can always just go to a local networking event and just network that way. Even then, you don't get the great networking experiences. Sometimes it may be great. Sometimes it's like not so great. So for you guys who are like really young, like how do you guys build your network, right? Because we all know that building a network is pretty much essential to starting a business and growing that business and having it be successful. Right, it's the people who you know that really counts, not what you know. So, I want to talk to you guys about, what I've done to build a network, and this is all done online. So, the first thing is, I built my network through doing interviews, and I'm just showing you some of the interviews that I've done, and these are essentially people that are in my network now, right? That I can actually go to for questions if I need answers to, or just want to keep in touch with them. Here we got Bang Lang, blogger at Epic Launch, very popular blog. We have a teen entrepreneur here from the UK. Youngest, I think she's gotta be youngest magazine publisher at 14 from Philly. Then we have Roman Price, the founder of Light Pulp and he's from Canada. Texas. Scott Gerber, he just published a book called Never Get a Real Job, and he's a very well-known columnist at Inc. Entrepreneur, Mashable. Yeah, there's like a whole bunch of lists after that. So I got connected with him, did an interview, and actually the only person here that I know personally is Dan Hinckley, and he runs Macaverse.com, and he was actually the first person I know that got me into this whole building a website, internet kind of thing. So I interviewed him because he was kind of like the guy who taught me how to do a lot of stuff. Elliot Moskell of Price Falls, Rob Sakowicz, was another author. Matt Miskovich, of course. Many of you guys know who he is if you've been to one of these sites. SitePoint, 99 Design, and Flippa. Very well known young entrepreneur. And again, these are just some of the people that I interviewed that I used to build my network. And so interviews is going to be a great way for you guys to build a network online. So, you need a platform. You need something to post the interviews to, right? For me, it's easy because I have Teen Business Forum. I can say, hey, I want to do an interview with you. So I want to ask you about, tips on how to start a business for, this is for teens, right? No one's really going to turn down something like that if they know they're helping kids. But if you don't have a website like this, you can always just use a regular blog. And I'm going to show you an example here of someone that you guys know from the forum who's using this platform to build his own network. So he blogs about collecting coins, and you can do this about anything. You can write a blog about cars or whatever, and just start interviewing people in the industry. And you start interviewing, I'm assuming they're well known. I don't know because I'm not in the industry, but I'm assuming they're well known. Fame error coin expert. So I guess he is. And he reached out to him, did an interview, and now he's like in his network. And you can do this too. And I'll show you how. But first you really need a platform. You need a WordPress blog or something, right? It could just be your own personal blog that says this is my entrepreneurial journey, and you use that to interview people and build up your network. Everyone that I interview has said yes because it helps them to create brand recognition, just general marketing. So this is what I use primarily. It's called Hero, helpareporter.com, and I sound as both a source and a reporter, but I found it's better to be a reporter. So this is how it works. You have a question, say, I want to know this is an example that I did, right? Tell me some of the lessons you learned while building a business when you were in college. So I posted that to Harold as a reporter. That question gets sent out to emailing list to a bunch of sources. Okay, so we have 102,000 sources, and they come back and respond to it. This is what it looks like, Harold. You have all kinds of things here. When I first saw this, I thought only big time news magazines do this, right? I thought that people like Wall Street Journal or the Huffington Post use this. Actually, no, like anybody and everybody uses this. And when I found that out, I kind of just started going with it, all the time. And the realization came when I saw there were websites here that were in like the million, Alexa ranking, and it was nowhere near as nice or cool as TeenBusinessForum. So I thought, well, if they can do it, I'm gonna do it too. And so I did. The first time I did this, again, it was for lessons on starting a business when you were in college. Within the hour of that question being posted here, I got well over 20 different responses, and I actually had to turn some of them down, and so that's how great it was. And this is the article that got posted. So this is a great way to generate traffic, right? 51 people liked it, and you can see like I wasn't one of the people who liked it. I should be, but all these guys here are in my network, right? I know them sort of now. So this guy here, it's great, Don Wilson. He sent me a bar of soap, actually 3 bars of soap to try out. Found out that he went to a local college of where I am. Here we got a very interesting entrepreneur. Like he's the co-founder of 1-800-GOT-JUNK, and I was really surprised to see someone like him respond to a query for teens. But I found out that he's very big on teen entrepreneurship. Here, this is how I got interview with Elliot Moscow of Price Falls. I saw what he was doing. I thought it was interesting. I thought some of the members might like how he raised money or created membership. So I interviewed him, and this is how it works. And so Harold is like a really easy way to get people for you to create a connection with. So first is interviews, then you use Harold. Third thing is you want to connect them, right? You want to put them in some type of database, and the best one out there is going to be LinkedIn, because that's the one that every professional uses, and it's going to be the one that you'll be using in the future, except if some other website takes them over, right? But and so you want to just connect with them, and so they're your connection. And then lastly is use Twitter to follow a lot of these people, right? Many of these people have Twitter accounts, and when you follow them, it's an easy way to stay in touch with them. That's not as invasive as an email. So you can always just stay up on them and just see what they're up to, and you can always just stay in touch real easily through like a mention or something, and that's the way you kind of build this connection. So the last thing I want to say is how I kind of view making connections, right? Building a network. I kind of view each connection, this building a connection with each person as like a sales funnel, in that there's something that there's a goal in mind in the end of building a connection. I don't know what it is. It could just be hey, you want to ask them a question that they can help you with, right? But if you just ask any person, they may or may not answer you, because one, they don't know you, they don't like you, and so you have to start building up that connection with them so you can eventually sell them something. You're selling them on the concept of them wanting to help you with your question, and so you do that by just constantly staying in touch and answering questions and asking questions with them, and you build this long-term relationship connection, and in a couple of months, like you're like best friends with them. Not so much, but you know what I mean. And so this is how I built my connections and my network, and you can do this too.